welcome to our Budokon Part 2, where we break down the Budokon series in a little bit more digestible sections, and we're going to focus on strength and flexibility. Just like last time, and we'll be starting similar to last time, building on a little bit. You'll need the block, if you have one. If you don't, it's not a big deal. We're going to start on our backs with the soles of the feet on the ground, about hip-width distance apart, and then the block in between the thighs, just like we did last time. Hand to the belly, both hands to the belly, heels of the hands on the bottom ribs, and fingertips grazing the top of the pelvis. As you start to fall into the breath, notice how you inhale, the belly rises into the palms of the hands. And as you exhale, the belly pulls away from the palms of the hands. Making your inhales even and equal in length and intensity. Then think about drawing your pelvic floor up and in. Again, kind of like you're holding in a pee. That's kind of like the feeling that you want to maintain. And then a very slight drawing of the navel towards the spine, but it's very subtle. Now squeeze the block between the thighs. Keep the work in the core, keep the work in the pelvis, and the work with the thighs. And then next time you inhale, find the two bony landmarks of your sits bones and roll forward, increasing the space between your low back and the mat. As you exhale, press your low back into the mat. The tailbone lifts up towards the ceiling a little bit. Inhaling to roll forward, use your core, not momentum, not your feet, not your legs, it's just your core. Exhale to press the low back into the mat. Keep drawing the pelvic floor up and in. Inhaling to roll forward, really nice, slow and controlled. Exhale to roll back. Notice how your fingers increase in distance as you inhale, roll forward. And then decrease in distance, they get closer as you exhale, roll back. What's the pelvic floor doing? Keep a nice control over that. Drawing it up and in. About 3 more. Two more. Keep engaging the core. A very slight draw of the navel towards the spine. Pelvic floor up and in. Last one. Now stay with the back completely against the mat. The tailbone is lifting a little bit up towards the ceiling. Now place the palms of the hands on the ground. Press into all 3 corners of the feet. Squeeze into the block as you pull the tailbone away from the floor. And then pull the low back away from the floor. And then the mid back, arriving in your glute bridge shape. And then come all the way down on the inhale. Inhaling vertebra by vertebra, reconnecting the spine onto the mat. Exhale, press the low back into the mat. We rise piece by piece. Inhale, nice and slow, under control. We come back down. Keep squeezing into the block. Articulate through the spine. Exhale to press up, press through all 3 corners of both feet. And inhale to come down. 3 more. Exhale to rise. Vertebra by vertebra, peeling yourself away from the mat. Find your apex. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. And then the last time, exhale to lift, piece by piece, articulating through the spine, hold at the top, and then lift the heels away from the floor. Keep squeezing onto the block, palms pressing into the mat. We have a straight line of energy from the knees to the hips, as straight as it can go, and then from the hips to the chest. 4, 3, pelvic floor up and in. 2. Exhale, heels lower. Inhale to lower back down. Remove the block off to the side, and then stretch the arms up overhead and the toes forward. Big good morning stretch. And then hands interlace towards the back of the head, legs stay long. Maintain the arch to the low back, very subtle arch. Engage the pelvic floor and the deep core. And next time you exhale, lift and hold. Now we're maintaining this arch to the low back. Keep breathing. We have one straight line of energy, crown of head, in line with chest. And you're being lifted by the chest, not by the head, by the chest. Next time you exhale, whenever that is, touch down. And then, exhale to lift. We'll get there. Inhale down. Exhale, lift from the chest. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. And keep going, following your breath nice and steady, warming up the core. We don't want the core to tent. Sometimes it happens if you don't have a good control over the transverse abdominis or the deep core, is you kind of get this doming effect. It used to happen to me all the time. I'll try to recreate it. It's kind of like this. And the way to kind of combat that is you want a nice, keep going, you want a nice even distribution of force across your entire core and including your pelvis. And the breath is super important for regulating what your core is doing. 2 more. Inhale down. Exhale, lift to stay. Okay, elbows stay wide. And now we're going to slide the heels in towards the glutes. And then we're going to press the low back into the mat, the tailbone lifts. And we're going to try to tap elbows to knees, curl in. And then inhale to extend. The elbows out to the side, the feet go long. Exhale, heels drag back. Press the low back into the mat. Curl up, knees to elbows. Inhale, nice and long. Exhale, curl in, nice and tight, little ball. Keep going, 3 more. Exhale, little ball. 2 more. Last one, inhale, nice and long. Exhale, curl it in. This time we're going to stay in this curled up shape. We're going to extend the hands up towards the ceiling like we're doing a crane pose. Now the arms are nice and straight. We're trying to suck the knees up towards the triceps. We're pushing the shoulders up towards the ceiling, tucking the chin a little bit. 3 calm, slow breaths. 3. Squeeze the heels in towards the glutes. 2. And let it go. Inhale, big stretch. Then exhale, curl up into a little ball. Do some side to side movements, some up and down movements, whatever feels good. And eventually getting enough momentum to come over the knees and into tabletop. With the wrists underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips and the toes tucked under. We're going to have nice wide fingers, as wide as it can go with the pointer finger facing a little bit more forward. And we're going to shift the weight forward, shoulders way over the wrists, but keep the elbows straight. And then keep the toes tucked under as you press the weight back into the feet, opening up the bottoms of the feet. And then push yourself forward. And then come on back. 2 more. Maybe the knees lift away from the ground and you kind of coil up in this pouncing lizard type shape. Forward one more time. And then come into that pouncing lizard shape. And then back through center, we're gonna flip the palms so the fingertips face towards us. The elbows are nice and straight. And then we start with a neutral back. Drawing the pelvic floor up and in. And then imagine you're doing that same pelvic tilt motion we were doing on our backs, but we're in tabletop now. So use the core to really lift the tailbone up towards the ceiling. And then the belly drops. And then you widen across the bottom ribs. And then the shoulder blades pull together. The hands pull the chest between the arms and the chin lifts. Stay here, rock back a little bit into the feet, opening up the wrists. And then keep the arch in your spine as you roll forward. But now we're going to tuck the tailbone under, but keep the arch to the upper back. And then knit the bottom ribs in. And then hollow out the front line of the body, push the shoulders apart, tuck the chin. Stay here in this cat shape, and then shift back again like we just did. We're opening up the wrist, but in our cat shape. Come back through center. Use the core to just lift the tailbone. Belly drops. Widen across the bottom ribs. Shoulder blades come together. The hands pull the chest between the arms, look forward. Shift the weight back, open up the wrists. And then keep the arch to the spine, shift forward, use the core, tuck the tailbone. And then hollow out the front line of the body, knit the bottom ribs in, push the ground away with the hands, tuck the chin, shift the weight backwards, stretch out the wrists. One more time, pushing your way forward, tailbone lifts, belly drops a little bit more articulated. Draw the shoulders together, pull the chest between the arms, lean back, stretch out the wrists. And then come forward, tailbone tucks, articulating through the spine. Chin is the last thing to tuck, and when it does, shift the weight back. Press the heels of the hands into the ground. Come back through center. Neutral table, the fingertips face forward. Okay, now the arms are going to stay nice and straight, and this is just movement in the scapula. And notice how my lower back and my mid back don't move at all. There's no arching. As you inhale, drop the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. It's a really subtle movement. Exhale, push the ground away. 3 more. Inhale, drop the chest. Exhale, push the ground away. 2 more. Chest drops. Exhale, push the shoulder blades apart. 2 more. I think 2 more. Push the scapula apart. Last one. Chest drops. Exhale, push the shoulder blades apart. Come back through neutral, stay there. Then you're just gonna walk the knees back into your half push-up. Okay, from here, 4 more. Inhale to drop. Exhale to push the scapula away from each other. Inhale, tap the shoulder blades. Exhale, shoulder blades want to run away from each other. Goodness, my words today. Inhale to tap. Exhale, push apart. Last time, inhale, tap. Exhale, push apart. Now you can stay there in your half push-up, or you can come to your full push-up for 4 more. Inhale down. Exhale, 1. Inhale down. Exhale, 2. Core is tight. Push the ground away, 3. Last time, down. Push up, hold. 3 breaths. In this really pushed up, almost cat back situation. 2 more. 1 more in. Then lower all the way down. Keep the hands where they are. Untuck the toes. Inhale. Peel the chest away from the ground. Exhale to lower down. 2. Inhale. Peel the chest away from the ground. Exhale down. Last time, inhale, peel up. Hold, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. 2 breaths. Last one. And then find your neutral spine, lower the chest down, tuck the toes under you. This time, slow push up all the way to plank. We're gonna take the count of 3 to get there. So pull the navel away from the floor. And then we press up from knees or toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, One, we're in plank, and then we just shift back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, bend into the knees, shake the head, yes and no. So last time we did section 1 and 2. Today we're going to do section 1 and 3. Just a little bit modified so we can focus on the strength aspect. So keep moving. Feel comfortable in your down dog for one more breath. We're going to inhale the right foot high. Both hip bones face down and the right toes stay pointing towards the ground. 2 more breaths. Use the glutes and the hamstrings. Last one in. As we exhale, bend the lifted leg, shift forward, tap knee to elbow. This is where we were last time. This time I want you to try to, it's as if you're going to press the foot on the ground, but you're going to hover the foot away from the ground, like you're almost taking a step. Take it back. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, shift forward, knee to elbow, and then straighten the knee a little bit. For 3, 2, keep breathing. Inhale to take it back. Exhale, knee to elbow, shift forward. 3, 2, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, lower down on the back knee, and make your way into a lizard lunge on your fingertips. Any sort of movements here that feel good. We're just starting to open up through the hips. And then plant the hands on the ground, nice and firm. Lift up on the back knee, inhale. Keep this right knee bent, same as last time. Exhale, try to drag the left knee forward and tap the left tricep. Hold 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach the toes back or tap down, doesn't matter. Exhale, knee to elbow. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, knee to elbow. 3, 2, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Lower the hips down, find your malasana. Now we're just going to take the right tricep, really press it towards the inside of the right thigh, and then open the arms up to the left hand side. Big stretch, good morning. Look up towards the left hand. And then come through center. Then we press the left tricep into the left knee and open up to the right hand side. Big good morning. And then find your way back through center. Tented fingertips, find the mat. Inhale. And then exhale, straighten the legs and allow that to kind of propel you forward just a little bit. So you're in your half lift. Knees are bent to any degree. Keep your half lift or your straight back though. Next time you inhale, lower down. Exhale, press to that half lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, press up. Kind of allow it to propel you forward. Weights mostly in the toes. 2 more. Inhale, down. Exhale, forward. Last time. Inhale, down. Exhale, forward to hold. Weights mostly in the toes. And then we're going to stay in this half lift shape just for a little second. Keep a tiny bend in the knees, and then hands find the hips. Weight more and more in the toes until you feel like you're going to fall over. Navel to spine, weight came through the hamstrings. Big inhale. And then exhale, fingertips find the mat. Shift the weight into the heels, the toes come in. Shift the weight into the toes, the heels come in. Shift the weight into the heels, the toes come in. Find a half lift. Exhale to fold. We're not going to use our hands, they're just really nice and heavy. As we roll into a half lift, inhale, articulate through the spine, and then exhale, use the core to compress down. 2 more. Inhale, slow roll up. Exhale to fold. Last time, slow roll up. Exhale, compress down. Deepen, and then you come all the way to stand. Arms reach up overhead. And then a little bit adding on from last time, we're going to lower the hands towards the low back. The fingertips are going to point down. And then we're going to hug the elbows together. We're going to puff the chest up towards the chin. And then we're just going to find a little lean back. engaging through the glutes or not. It's a little bit controversial. I like an engage through the glute, but it's up to you. Inhale, pull the chest all the way back up, and then exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back through plank, and hold. Come down onto the knees. We've been here before last time. Inhale here. Exhale, halfway hold. Inhale, 3/4. Exhale, 1/4. Inhale, 3/4. Exhale, a half. Inhale, full up. Exhale, full down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then right away we take the left foot back and high, the toes face down. 2 breaths. Use the glutes, use the hamstring, but keep the hips closed and the toes pointing down. 1 more. Big inhale. Exhale, bend the lifted knee, shift forward, try to tap left knee, left elbow, but then see if you can straighten the knee a bit for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, knee to elbow, straighten that foot a little bit for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, take it back. Exhale to shift forward and hold for 3, 2. Step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, lower down on the back knee, and find a few breaths here, maybe shifting back and forth, maybe opening through the left hip. Just kind of starting to get into it and also be a little bit intuitive in what your body needs as far as movement goes. 1 more breath. Now plant the hands on the ground. We're going to keep this nice bend in the left knee. Pop up on the back, follow the foot, and then keep that deep bend. Inhale, exhale, shift forward, try to tap right knee, right tricep. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, maybe the toes tap as you shift back. Exhale, shift forward. 3, 2, 1. Last time, inhale back. Exhale forward. 3, 2. Step the right foot outside of right hand. Sink down into Malasana. Then we drive left tricep into left knee. Open up through the right hand side towards the ceiling. And then come back through center and we switch sides. Coming back through center. Tented fingertips find the mat. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, propel yourself forward as you straighten the legs to any degree, but keep the straight, flat back. Inhale, bum down. Exhale, bum lifts. 3, take the whole inhale to get there. Exhale, push yourself forward. Feel your glutes and your hamstrings engage as you do that. Inhale, down. Exhale, forward. Inhale, last time. Exhale, forward. Any degree of bend to the knee, but there has to be some. Get nice and light in the fingertips, and then place the hands on the hips for 3 breaths. Challenge yourself while feeling your hamstrings. How far forward can you go without losing your balance? Micro bend to the knee. 1 more. Inhale, tented fingertips find the mat. And then exhale, shift the weight into the heels, the toes go in. Shift the weight into the toes, the heels go in. Shift the weight into the heels, the toes go in. Find your fold. 3 rolling half lifts. Inhale, try not to use your hands as you roll yourself into your half lift. And then exhale to fold down. 2, slow roll up. Exhale, use your core to compress you down. Last time, using your core, slow roll up. And then exhale, compress down. Super deep bend in the knees. Come all the way up to stand. Arms reach out to the side and up overhead. Then exhale, arms reach down, find the low back, fingertips pointing downwards. Squeeze the elbows together, little bend to the knee as you push the pelvis forward, chest up towards the chin, and lean back. One breath. Inhale to pull yourself up. Exhale to fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plant the hands, step back through plank, and hold. From knees or toes, doesn't matter. Inhale. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, 3/4. Exhale, 1/4. Inhale, 3/4. Exhale, half. Inhale, full up. Exhale, full down. Untuck the toes. Inhale to pull the chest between the arms, upward facing dog or cobra. And then exhale, send the hips back and high, downward facing dog, 4 breaths. Pedaling out the feet, shaking the head, yes and no. So that same flow, just a little bit longer holds at the beginning so we can really learn how to use core compression. One more breath. Then inhale, sweep the right leg back and high, toes face down. Pause, full breath. Squeeze the glutes. Engage the core, hips level. One breath in. Exhale, shift forward, knee to tricep. Try to extend the leg and hover the foot for 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, shift forward. Straighten the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, take it back. Okay, now this is a hard one. Exhale, shift forward, knee to elbow. And now, really get it high up there. Exhale, tap toes to wrist. Inhale, squeeze, heel to bum. Exhale, toes to wrist. Inhale, squeeze. Toes, wrist. 2 more, squeeze. Toes, wrist. Inhale, squeeze. Toes, wrist, and step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Lower down on the back knee. Whew. Give your hands a little minute. 2 breaths. One more. All right, now we plant the hands with the back knee away from the ground. Nice deep bend in the right knee. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. 2, 1. Inhale, take it back. Exhale to tap. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, take it back. Exhale to tap. 3, 2. Set it down. Lower all the way. Hands to heart center. Whew. Open up towards the left. Open up towards the right. And then tented fingertips find the mat. Inhale. Exhale, drive yourself forward. Engage the hamstrings. Inhale, bum down. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Engage the core, 4. Last time. Exhale, 5. Nice and light in the fingertips. Micro bend to the knees. Hands come to hips. Really think about pulling your hips back with your hands and then pressing the crown of your head forward. Navel to spine. Don't let your butt lift in the air, but keep it straight line. Weight in the toes. One more breath. Inhale, half lift, fingertips on ground. Then exhale, shift the weight into the heels, toes go in. Shift the weight into the toes, heels go in. Shift the weight, the heels, the toes go in, and find your fold. 3 rolling half lifts. Inhale, use the core. Exhale to compress. 2, inhale to lift. Exhale, squeeze. Last time. Exhale, squeeze. Deep bend in the knees, come all the way up. Arms sweep out to the side and up overhead. Then exhale, hands find the low back, fingertips pointing down. I kind of like to grab my butt and pull it downwards, gives me space to my low back. And then squeeze the elbows together, a little bend to the knees, shift the pelvis forward, and open up, mostly through the upper back is what we're aiming for. No janky low back action, just upper back. One more breath in. Exhale, lead with the chest as you fold down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back through plank from knees or toes, doesn't matter. Inhale. Exhale, half. Don't rush the movements, I see you. Inhale, half, 3/4. Exhale, 1/4. Inhale, 3/4. Exhale, half. All the way up. All the way down. Untuck the toes. Pull the chest through the arms. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We move right to the other side. Inhale, left leg goes back and high. Toes are pointing down. Both hips are level. Neck is long. Keep breathing. One more breath in. Exhale, bend the lifted leg, shift forward. Try to tap knee to elbow, but extend the knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back, inhale. Exhale, shift forward, straighten the leg. Try to tap the wrists. 3, 2, 1. Take it back, inhale. Okay, give yourself a moment. I need to hype myself up. Exhale, the hard one, knee to elbow. Inhale here. Exhale, tap. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, tap. Squeeze. Tap. Squeeze. Tap. Squeeze. Set the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Whew. Lower down. Okay. Lizard lunge. Give yourself a moment. One more breath. Okay. Press into the hands. Lift the back knee. Inhale. Exhale, knee to tricep tap. 1, 2, 3. Take it back. Inhale. Exhale, tap. 1, 2, 3. Last time, extend. Exhale to tap. 1, 2. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Lower down into your malasana. Whew. And we open up towards the left hand side. And we open up towards the right hand side. And then for the last time, fingertips find the mat. Inhale. Exhale, find your hamstring push-up. Push yourself forward, micro bend to the knees. Inhale down. Exhale, drive forward. Keep the back flat, down. Forward and up. 4. And up. Last one. Forward and up. More and more weight in the toes, micro bend to the knees, hands find the hips, pull the hips back, elbows kind of squeeze together, and the crown of the head reaches forward. 2 more. Last. All right, tented fingertips find the mat. Inhale. And then exhale, shift the weight to the heels, toes go in. And then shift the weight to the toes, the heels go in. Shift the weight to the heels, the toes go in, and fold. 3 rolling half lifts. 1, slowly rolling up. Exhale to compress. 2, and compress. Last one. And fold. Super deep bend in the knee. Come all the way to stand. Arms reach out to the side and up overhead. Then exhale, hands find the low back. And find your back bend. Full breath here. Inhale to pull yourself up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your plank, knees or toes, doesn't matter. Stay for the breath. In. Exhale, halfway. 3/4 inhale. Don't rush it. Exhale, 4. 1/4, I mean. Inhale, 3/4. Exhale, a half. Inhale, full up. Exhale, full down. Untuck the toes. Pull the chest between the arms. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 4 breaths. Opening and closing the jaw maybe. Shaking the head out. Bending into one knee and then the other. Now we're not going to do the full section 2, of course, but I want to get the lower body a little warm. So we'll run through a modified section 2 just one time. Similar to what we did last time. One more breath. Now we hover the right foot away from the floor. Then nice and slow, under control, we start to kick that right foot all the way back. Find the apex right before the hip starts to open. And then exhale to squeeze the foot back towards the floor, resisting gravity. 4 more. Inhale to lift. Nice and slow. Learning body control. Learning where we are in space. Exhale to squeeze. Learning how to control our muscles against gravity's pull. 3. Exhale to squeeze. Engage the core. 4. And squeeze. Last time, 5. Lift the foot all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, shift forward, try to tap knee to nose, but likewise, you're gonna try to hover the foot against the floor for 3, 2, 1, take it back, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, hover the foot. 3, 2, 1, take it back, inhale. Exhale, shift forward and hover for 3. This is a long one, keep breathing. 2. Last breath in. Then exhale, step the foot between the hands. Nice deep bend in the back knee. Right hand balls into a fist. Drive it up towards the right armpit. Get light in the left fingertips. Ball the left hand into a fist and slowly rise all the way to your lunge. Feel nice and stable. If you feel wobbly, just heel toe the right foot a little bit closer towards the right hand side. Keep the upper body as is. Inhale, slowly straighten into both legs. Exhale to bend. 2, inhale, slow, straighten. Exhale, down. 3, the upper body is still twisting to the right hand side and bend. 4. Last time, up and down, and we hold. 1 full breath. Slow open, warrior 2. The right palm faces up, the left palm faces down. 3 breaths. Shoulders away from the ears. Nice deep bend in the front knee. The hips are opening away from each other. 2. Last breath in. As we exhale, we're going to straighten into the right leg. All 10 toes face the long edge of the mat. Hands come to prayer. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Shift the hips back. And then push yourself through center. And then push yourself down, resist gravity, nice and slow. And then pull yourself up. Really think about pressing the outer edge of the left foot into the ground. Coming down, resisting gravity. 3. Press your way up. As if you're kind of sliding your left foot out to the left-hand side, but it's not moving. 4, pushing your way up. 5, down, and we hold. And you don't have to be all the way down here. I do want you to just be cognizant of your left heel. We want to try to keep it on the ground. So if that means you're up here with your hands supporting, then that's totally normal. We're just working into ankle flexibility. As we inhale, we're going to push ourselves through warrior two. We're going to stay here nice and strong. Now reach forward with the right hand. Keep reaching forward until we're parallel with the ground. Keep reaching forward until the back toes lift. And then the left hand comes to left hip. Now keeping your left leg on the same plane, same horizontal plane, you're going to exhale, bend the knee, and try to drive the left knee forward. And then kick the foot away from you nice and flexed. 4 more. Pull it forward. Nice deep bend into the right knee as well. Keep yourself stable. 3. Kick it away. 4. Kick it away. Last time. Kick it away. Slowly lower it back down, but keep reaching with the right hand. Left hand reaches back. And then you're either going to plant the forearm on the thigh or the hand towards the ground. We find our extended side angle. And we breathe 3 breaths. Pressing through the outer edges of both feet. 2 more. Breath in. And then exhale, frame the front foot with the hand. Step back through plank hold. Inhale. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Doesn't matter. Pull through up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. I have a sensitive back, so I definitely try to offer you guys some back sensitive options. Mine is cranky and janky. Okay, left foot. Hover it away from the floor. As you inhale, slow squeeze all the way up. Feel your glutes working, your hamstrings working. Then exhale, use your core and your hip flexors to bring that foot forward until it's at a hover. 4 more. Now watch the right knee. Make sure it's still rotating out to the right hand side. We don't want it collapsing inward. 3 more. Neck is nice and long. 2. Last one, raise it up. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knee, shift forward, knee to nose, but then try to straighten the foot for 3, 2, 1. Take it back, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, and then try to straighten the knee. 3, 2, 1. Take it back, inhale. This is a long one. Exhale, knee to nose, hold for 5, 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2. Step the foot between the hands. Deep bend into the right knee. Left hand balls into a fist. Drive it up towards left armpit. Right hand balls into a fist. Feel that work in the core first, and then slowly fight gravity as you rise. Feel strong and stable. Any adjustments, make them now. Then inhale to straighten both legs. Exhale to bend both legs. 2, nice and slow. Exhale, bend. 3. Upper body is twisting to the left. 4. Last one, up. And we go down and we hold for a full breath. Slow transition, warrior 2. 4 breaths, pressing to the outside edges of both feet. Left palm up, right palm down. Hips are opening away from each other. 2 more. One more. Now we straighten in through the left leg. All 10 toes face the long edge of the mat. Hands come to prayer. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Nice and slow. Press up. 2. Weight over to the right hand side. Press yourself up, use the outside blade edge of the foot. 3. Press up. 4. Exhale to press up. Last full one. And then come all the way down to hold, 3 breaths. Trying our best to keep the ankle on the ground, but it might not be, but we're working towards that. And we might be up here a little bit, doesn't matter. One more breath. Then inhale, drive yourself forward through warrior 2. Reach with the left hand, reach with the left hand. Keep reaching, and then start to drag yourself up into your reaching warrior. Right hand comes to right hip. The right toes are towards the right hand side. Now we're going to ride our leg on the same plane as we drive it forward. Then exhale, kick it back. Nice deep bend into the left knee. 2, use your glutes. Use the stabilizers around your hips. Exhale, kick it back. If you fall, you fall. And just know it's normal. 3, 4. Last one. Now a very slow transition into that reaching warrior shape with the feet on the ground. And then left forearm to thigh or hand to ground on your extended side angle. 3 breaths. Two. Last one. And then frame the front foot with the hand, step back through plank and hold. Inhale. Exhale, lower down half or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, 4 breaths. That was our section 1 and 2 sort of review. It's not really a review though. We really need that strength. We need that foundation. 1 more breath, 2 more breaths, sorry. Now we're going to come up high on the toes. We're going to tiptoe forward until we find our way into a half lift. Inhale. Exhale, come up high onto the toes. Sink the hips down towards the heels. Now we're going to open the knees so the hands are towards the inside of the legs and the heels are together. Now from here, we're going to point the hands down and interlace every finger except for the pointer finger. So it kind of looks like this. Now you're going to sit up nice and tall, pull yourself up away from the heels, and start to watch your fingers as you move them up overhead, taking your time, nice and slow. Pausing when you get to the top, 1 full breath. Hands come to heart center. We're going to glue the knees shut, rock back onto the heels, and hook the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh for a twisted chair. Hands are pressing into each other. Maybe you look up over your right shoulder. 3 breaths. The last one. Now keep this shape, but get nice and light in the left foot. See if you can squeeze the heel towards the bum. Exhale, see if you can drag the toes or hover the toes back behind you. Then inhale to pull them back forward. Exhale to drag the toes back into more of a lunge shape, but twisted. Exhale, drag the toes back. 2 more. Drag the toes through that lunge shape. Exhale, pull them forward. I lost count of the breath, I'm sorry. Inhale, take it back. Hold in this twisted lunge shape. Okay, I need to move up a little bit. All right. The little right leg is for sure on fire. You're squeezing into both glutes. 1 more breath. Then inhale, unhook the elbow, reach both arms up overhead. Then exhale, peel your way into that warrior two shape. Whoa. Right thigh is on. The right palm is facing up, the left palm is facing down. One breath here. Inhale, straighten into the right knee. All 10 toes face the long edge of the mat, and we sink right down into the left leg. 2 breaths here. We've been here. We know this. Inhale, drive yourself forward through warrior two like we did before. But keep reaching your way forward. Reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. The back foot lifts away from the ground. The left hip is trying to stack on top of the right. One more breath here. Okay, now this left arm, this is gonna be weird. Left arm is gonna reach up. As it does, the right arm is gonna reach down, kind of like you're swimming through water. And as the left arm comes up overhead and the right arm reaches back, we're gonna level off the hips, like we're doing a revolved reaching warrior. Now the right arm is gonna start to sweep up, the left arm is gonna start to sweep back, and as we do, we're gonna open the hips. Hold. Now the right arm reaches back, the left arm starts to reach forward. We swim. Left arm forward, right arm back. Then right arm sweeps forward and we open. Okay, one more time, closing off, swimming the arms. And then opening up for the last time. Now hands come to heart center, level off the chest. Whoa, I know that your right leg is on fire. Okay, chamber the left heel towards the glute and then pull yourself all the way up, kick the left foot forward. 3 breaths. We're almost done, I promise. Last breath in. And let it go. Exhale, Tadasana. Shake out your right foot. Oh my goodness. Inhale, make your way to chair. Keep your chair pose. Exhale, plant the hands on the ground about shoulder width distance apart. Puff up through the upper back. Come up high onto the toes. Drive the knees into the triceps. See if you can keep your arms straight as you shift more and more weight to the hands. Now maybe you lift 1 foot. Maybe you lift 2 feet, but we hold 3 breaths. 2. Breath in. Exhale, plank. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, half or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Oh, my goodness gracious. We hop right into the other side. Come up high onto the toes and tiptoe your way forward. Find a halfway lift. Come up high onto the toes. Sink the hips towards the heels. Take it slow. We're in no rush to get there. When we get there, we're going to open the knees out to the side. Hands towards, hands on the floor. For now, get yourself set up. Heels are touching and knees are splayed outward. When you get that, slowly start to gain your balance. Find your arrow mudra. Every finger interlaces except for the pointer. Lift yourself away from the heels. Now gaze to the fingertips. Try your best not to cheat it as you slowly, this is really good for the activation of the parasympathetic nervous system as well. Maybe not so much when you're balancing, but that's really good. You're gonna hold at the top. Big inhale. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Glue the knees shut. Shift the weight into the heels, stay in that chair shape, but hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And we're here. And we're gonna stay here for a few breaths. We're gonna feel the little screaminess of the right foot. Crown of the head reaches forward, tailbone back. Feel calm here. Usually I don't feel calm in chair, but compared to the other ones, I feel pretty calm in chair. Okay, so a lot of weight in the left foot. We're either gonna chamber the right heel towards the glute or just get really nice and light in the toes. We're gonna inhale, try to extend the foot back. Exhale, drag it forward. 3 more. Inhale back. Exhale forward. 2 more. Inhale back. Exhale forward into twisted chair. Oh my goodness. 1 more. Inhale back to hold. Okay, need to shift forward just a little bit. We're here, we're holding, we're chilling. 3 breaths. Find that calm breath. It's especially hard now that your body's tired and maybe you're frustrated. You're like, I don't want to do this anymore. But find your breath and try to encourage yourself through that plateau. Inhale, find your high lunge. Then exhale, open the arms, find your warrior 2. Left palm up, whew, right palm down. Shoulders away from the ears. One more. Inhale, straighten into the left leg. Hands come to heart center, drop down into your Skandasana. 2 breaths. Collect your mental strength. Whew. Inhale, drive through warrior 2. Reach your arms in opposite directions. Left arm forward, left arm forward. Drag your right toes away from the ground. Keep your right hip stacked on top of your left. Whew. And we're gonna try to squeeze both glutes. Okay. Now we're gonna go swimming. Left arm down, right arm up. As the right arm comes forward, we're gonna level off the hips. Both hips face the ground. Then we're gonna continue that swimming motion. Right arm down, left arm forward. Now as that happens, we're gonna open the hip, stacking the right hip back on top of the left. And then we go swimming again. Left arm back, right arm forward. Close off the hips. Then right arm continues back, left arm scoops forward, and we open up the hips. 2 more. Go and swim in. Left arm back, right arm forward. Close off the hips. And then take it back. Open up the hips. Last time. Go swim in last time. And the arms kind of come. I'm pretty sure I cued it wrong the first time because it's very hard to do it and cue it at the same time. Okay, now stay here. Hands come to heart center. Level off the hips. Take it slow even though you don't want to. Chamber the heel towards the glute. Slow come to stand. Stand up. And then kick the right foot forward. 3 breaths. 2. Stay for breath in. Exhale, let it go Tadasana. Shake out the left foot. Shake out the right foot. Last little bit of effort. Inhale to chair. Exhale, fold, but keep the knees bent. Hands on the ground about shoulder width distance. Come up high onto the toes. Knees lock towards the triceps. Get them really nice and high and up there. Keep the arms straight as you shift forward, shift forward, shift forward. Maybe you lift 1 foot. Maybe you lift 2 feet, but we hold for 3 breaths. 2. Last breath in, and then lower down to Malasana. Tricked you there. Sorry if you're in plank. We're in Malasana. Give your arms a little bit of a shake out. And we're gonna lower all the way onto the bum. Okay, right foot forward, left foot back, 90-90. When you're in your 90-90, your right knee is in front of your right hip. Your left knee is directly to the side of your left hip. And if you find you're really uncomfortable and you can't face forward, just take a block or a pillow and place it underneath the right hip. Okay, so we're gonna come up nice and high on the fingertips. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, lead with the chest as you melt down. Elbows high, tuck the chin, roll and round up. Leading with the back of the heart. Exhale, lead with the front of the heart as we melt down. 3, roll up. Melt down. 3 more. 4, No rush, nice and slow. 2 more. Last one. Melt down. Inhale, roll up. And then lift the hands away from the ground. Remove the block if it's underneath your hips. Take a moment to get settled here. Without using your hands, inhale to point both of the knees up towards the ceiling. And we're going to extend the feet in opposite directions. So we're in kind of like we're in exactly a wide-legged forward fold. And then we're just going to lead with keep the toes facing up towards the ceiling as well as the knees. In fact, if you find this a little hard to do, take your hands with the fingertips down and kind of just roll the thighs back and then push the chest forward. And if this is as far as you go, this is as far as you go. But find your edge where you can keep control over the movement and a nice flat back. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Inhale, come all the way back up. Then we just go over to the other side. So now the left leg bends, we're facing the other way. Left knee in front of left hip. Right knee out to the side. Find your 90-90, tented fingertips. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, lead with the chest as you come down. We're gonna do 6 total. Moving nice and slow, leading with the back of the heart as you roll up. Leading with the chest as you melt down. About halfway. Two more. Last one. Rolling all the way back up. Now we're going to inhale. We're just going to keep facing this way, but inhale nice and tall. Then exhale, we're going to kick the right foot to meet the left. And then shift your weight forward on the mat just a little bit so you have room to roll all the way back down into your supine position. When you get there, hug the knees in towards the chest. Any last minute movements? Maybe you like a twist. Maybe you like a plow pose. 2 more breaths. And then whenever you're ready, slowly make your way to your final resting shape. Releasing any control you had over the breath, and allow it to return to its natural ebb and flow. Relaxing through the jaw, the sides of the neck. And I encourage you to stay, of course, in your Shavasana for as long as you want to. Whenever you're ready to come out of it, just making your way there really nice and slow, going easy on your body. Whether you're in Shavasana or you're up with me, I'll just show you one more thing that we do in Budokon, a little bit adding on from last time. We usually close and start kneeling. Then we place the hands on the ground in a triangle shape, which you can't really see. Then we bow down, os. Then we rise up, hands come to heart center, and we honor the yogi. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I can't say that was the easiest flow I've ever taught, but I hope you found some enjoyment in the challenge. And I promise you, the more times you do it, the less frustrating it gets. And thank you so much for joining me.